Hi, my dear students. Mr. Sherbin with you. This is the second lesson in Module 20. In this lesson, we'll study the relation between x-intercepts, x-intercepts, and linear factors. We have a new concept in this lesson. In this lesson, we have three parts. First part, how to rewrite from factored form to standard form. So we have a new form of a quadratic equation, factored form. We studied before standard form, and the standard form was y equal ax squared plus bx plus c. This was standard form. And we studied before standard form vertex form. And vertex form y equal a multiply x minus h power 2 plus k. This is vertex form, and the vertex will be h and k. And this is standard form, and we can get the first coordinate of the vertex x equal minus p over 2a. That's what we studied before. Today we will study a factored form. This is a new form, and we will study this form in details. The second form, the second part, we have what is the relation between factors and zeros. Factors and zeros. In third part, we will study how to write a quadratic function if x-intercepts are given. First part of our lesson, rewriting from factored form to standard form. Firstly, what is a factored form? A factored form of a quadratic function will be in this form, y equal k, this k is any number, and this k under one condition, can't be 0, okay? This k is not 0. K multiply x minus a multiply x minus b. So now we have three factors. The first factor is k. Second factor is the second bracket, x minus a. Third factor is x minus b. We will focus on these two factors. X minus a, first factor, x minus a, and second factor, x minus b. Okay? This k can be any number, can be 2, like in this case, can be 3, like in the second example, like this. Okay? But the most important factors we have x minus a and x minus b. And we name these two factors as linear factors. Linear factors, why? Because this x raised to 1, or we can write this factor in a form of y equal mx plus b. So this is a linear function. We studied before in the first semester. So this is first linear factor, and this is the second linear factor. So we have two linear factors, okay? Two linear factors. Okay, look at the first example we have. Letter A. He asked you here to write each function in standard form. Okay, so this function is written in factored form. Why? Because in a form k, x minus a, x minus b. So this factored form 2 for k, x plus 1, x minus a. So minus a equal positive 1, so a equal negative 1. A equal negative 1, and we will study this in details later. X minus b opposite to x minus 4, so b equal 4, minus a opposite to plus 1, so a equal negative 1. He asked you here to rewrite this quadratic function into standard form. First step, we have to recall how to multiply two binomials. Do you remember how to multiply two binomials? Yes, I will use file to multiply. I will use file. Look at this one. Okay. File. First, we have here y equal to multiply x plus 1, x plus x minus 4. So I will use file. First, multiply first. First, multiply second, or multiply the outer. X and negative 4 are outers. 1 multiply x, inner. 1 multiply negative 4. Don't forget, we have 2 outside, so we have to write y equal to, open brackets, and we will multiply this. X multiply x, so x squared. X multiply negative 4, we have negative 4x. Second one is done. Third one, 1 multiply x, positive 1x. 1 multiply negative 4, so negative 4. We have to combine like algebraic term. X squared, still the same. Negative 4x plus 4, these two terms are like. So we have to combine them. Minus 4 plus 1 minus 3x minus 4, still the same. Now we have to use distributive property to simplify. These two will be multiplied here for the second by the third. Y equal to x squared. 2 multiply negative 3 negative 6x. 2 multiply negative 4 negative 8. So now we wrote this we converted from this form, from factored form into standard form, and you can get a, the leading coefficient is 2, and b, the coefficient of x is negative 6, and c is negative 8. Letter B the same. Look at letter B. The same. We have to multiply x multiply x, x squared. X multiply negative 2, negative 2x. Minus 5 multiply x minus 5, x. Minus 5 multiply minus 2, it will be positive 10. After that, we have to combine like algebraic term. X squared minus 2x minus 5x will be minus 7x plus 10. Use distributive property. 3 multiply x squared, 3x squared. 3 multiply 7, 21x. 3 multiply 10, 30. So A is 3, B is negative 21, C is 30. So this is the first part of our lesson, how to convert from factored form into standard form. Now your turn. He asked you here to write each function in standard form again. So the coefficient k here in this case is 1. So you will multiply, you will use file directly. X multiply x, x multiply negative 1, negative 7 multiply x, negative 7 multiply negative 1. So we will combine negative x minus 7x, it will be minus 8x. And this is standard form. Number 6, the same way. Okay, next part of our lesson. Explain 2. Connecting factors and zeros. Look at the second example we have. Write each function in standard form, determine x-intercepts and zeros of each function. The first part of the question we studied before, how to convert from a factor to form into standard form. We studied it in explain 1, okay? But the new part here is how can I determine x-intercepts or solution or zeros? The three names are the same, like what we studied before. X-intercepts, zeros, solutions are synonyms for solutions of a quadratic function, okay? So first step we have to do is I will get firstly x-intercepts and zero. Look how we have a property, its name zero product property. If we have two numbers, x multiply p equal to 0, x multiply p equal to 0. So we have two cases. Maybe the first number equal to 0, so 0 multiply any number equal to 0, or we have maybe b equal to 0, 0 multiply any number, it will be 0, okay? So this is the zero product property, zero product property. The first factor, it will be 0. Second factor, it will be 0, maybe, okay? This way, I will use it to get the zeros of the function. First, to get the zero of the function, I will equal the function to 0. So 2 multiply x minus 1, x minus 3 equal to 0. To get the zero of the function, we have to equal the function or the quadratic function to 0. And after that, we will divide the quadratic functions into factors. By the way, this quadratic function is divided into factors. First factor is 0, and 2 can't be 0. Okay, 2 can't be 0. The second factor, x minus 1. This factor may be equal to 0 if x equal 1, because 1 minus 1, it will be 0. So 0 multiply 2, multiply any number, it will be 0. So the first 0 we have is 1. Okay, let's go to the third factor, x minus 3. X minus 3 may be 0 if x equals 3, because 3 minus 3, it will be 0. So 0 multiply any two numbers, you will get 0. So I will split this equation into two equations. The first factor equal to 0, so x equal 1. Move -1 to other side, it will be 1, so 1. If you replace x with 1, this function will be 0. How? Look, this is 2. This, it will be 0. 2 multiply 0. This, it will be 1 minus 3, -2. 0 multiply 2, multiply -2, it will be 0. So the function will convert into 0 of x equal 1. So x equal 1, the first 0 of the quadratic function. Okay? Now we will move to the second factor, x minus 3. X minus 3 equal to 0. So x equal to 3. If x equals 3, so the function will be 0. Y will be 0. Okay? So 2 can't be changed. X equals 3. 3 minus 1, 2. Okay? 3 minus 3, 0. 2 minus 2, 4. 2 multiply 2, 4. 4 multiply 0, 0. So we have here two values of x that makes the function equal to 0. The first value of x is 1. So x equal 1, the first 0 we have. X equal 3, the second 0. So zeros or solutions or x-intercepts are 1 and 3. Okay? Okay. Let's go to the second board, little p. Okay, by the same way, he asked you to write this in standard form and get zeros of the function or x-intercepts or solution. Okay, firstly, I will get the zeros of function because this is the best way. This is the best way to get zeros first because this is a factored form. So I will split the equation into two equation x plus 4 equal to 0. I will equal the first factor to 0. So x equal negative 4. Okay. So if you replace x with negative 4, this function will be 0. X plus 2 equal to 0. So x equal negative 2. So the two zeros we have, negative 4 and the negative 2. Now, I will convert this into standard form. 2 multiply x multiply x, x squared, x multiply 2, 2x, 4 multiply x, 4x, and the last 4 multiply 2 equal 8, positive 8, okay. Now I will combine like algebraic term. Before distribute 2, or you can distribute 2 then combine as you like. So x squared plus 6x plus 8. So 2x plus 4x, 6x. Now 2 multiply x squared, 2x squared, 12x plus 16. I distribute 2 inside this. So 2 multiply x squared to x. 2 multiply 6, 12. 2 multiply 8, it will be 16. Okay? Reflect. What are the zeros of the function? Zeros of the function. We said before zeros of the function of a function are solutions, are x-intercepts. So a zero of a function is an x value that makes the y value equal to 0, or that makes the function equal to 0. The zeros of the function are the x-intercepts also. How many x-intercepts can quadratic function have? Maybe 0, maybe 1, maybe 2, like what I explained before. And we have three cases here: 0, 1, 2. The first case is the parabola intersect y-axis in 2 points like this. So we have two solutions. If the parabola just touch x-axis, so x-axis will be a tangent for this curve. So one solution. If the parabola away from x-axis, there is no intersection between a parabola and x-axis, so this is zero solution. Okay. Your turn. Write each function in standard form, determine x-intercepts and zeros of the function. So first one, using file, and this is the standard form. The factored form shows that we have x-intercepts are -5 and the -1. The -5 from this factor and the -1 from this factor, because we will equal the first factor to 0. So first factor equal to 0, x plus 5 equal to 0, so x equal -5. Okay, and we will equal the second factor to 0, so x equal -1, from 0 to the property. The same for number 10. We have to convert into a standard form by using file, multiplying two binomial, okay, and then use distributive property to multiply 4 inside the brackets. The factors, the factor deform, from factor deform we can get x intersects or solutions or zeros. First factor shows 3 as a 0. Second factor shows 1 as a 0. So 3 and 1. Because x minus 3 equal, I will focus on this part because it's very important. X plus 3, sorry, not plus, x minus 3 equal 0. So x equal 3. Move negative 3 to other side. 3. X minus 1 equal to 0, so x equal 1.